Hey, everybody. I'm Kelly Ellers.
I'm Jeffrey Lennon.
And this is Volume Up by the Tease. Hello, Salon Pro. As pros, beauty boxes with sample sizes just don't cut it. How can you possibly know a product is right for your clients after trying a sample? You need full-size products to try, test, feel, and play with. Enter Hello Salon Pro, a full-size pros-only beauty box by the Tease. It's a bi-monthly subscription for salon professionals with 5 full-size products up to a $200 value for just $24.99 plus shipping. We send you everything from the most popular and trending brands to new innovations, large and small. Anything we think you might want to curate for your back bar or retail to your clients. Head to thetease.shop to subscribe for our next box, shipping every Friday starting February 15th. So there was a concert. The concert was great. What did you think of it? We don't even need to say who, what, when, where. We all know.
It was great. It was incredible. I'm such a fan. Love her. Don't really understand people being like, it was the worst NFL performance of all. Like, I beg to differ. And I went one step further because I'm petty and I love Rihanna. I watched some old ones and I got to tell you, I'm putting it out here. Madonna's was trash. Yeah. Like there's like a list of, I don't know if it was, it might have been the New York Times where they like ranked performances. And there were some people that were really like far up there in terms of ranking that in watching back 12 plus years later, it does not hold up. And I feel like Rihanna's was dope. What are your thoughts?
It was, I liked it because number one, I think I've seen the memes where it's like, of course, where it's like, I just showed up to play some of my songs because that's cute. Like I didn't need to rip someone's article of clothing off. I didn't need to, bring in guests outside of the special guest, which was
quite a special guest.
So yes, a very special guest. It was the Invisimatte instant setting and blotting powder, which, do you think I'm going to buy? Sure am. So kudos to the Fenty marketing team because that was total fire. And I think she was incredible.
No, I mean, the marketing genius behind that whole like product placement was beautiful. And then the savage Fenty, but also, so Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin product, like we love that. But then afterwards, in terms of pushing the dance looks and all of that, like, again, there's nothing this woman can't do, which is why it's just like we stand. And then, I mean, I loved especially people being like, until she had announced that she was pregnant, defending and being like, we're not talking about her body. And then like once it was official, then also celebrating that, because that's such a cool feat that like she performed at the Super Bowl halftime show, pregnant, like suspended from those like crazy platforms in like the most voluminous, crazy leather. Like it was just, it was so cool. So cool.
It was so cool. The best pregnancy announcement ever, like in the world. Okay.
I mean, how do you top that? You don't.
You don't. You literally don't. And I too was sitting there with one of my friends and we're watching it. And I'm like, oh, they're like, is she pregnant? And I'm like, I don't know. She just had a baby. And you know what? Good for her that she didn't feel like she needed to get all the way, whatever, for the Super Bowl. And then she's, of course, was pregnant. But I was certainly defending her as well.
Has it been a minute since an album? Yes. Is the Navy, myself included, going to have to wait for some more? I think we're going to have to, we're going to have to wait for another baby at least, I would imagine. And like, I'm fine with it. Like, good for her. I'm happy that she's collecting her coins, entertaining us. Like, what else do you want from her?
Right. Class act all around. Good job. Endorsed by the Tease. On our last episode, we talked with Susan L. Peterkin, an award-winning cosmetologist, hair loss expert, and pioneer in cosmetology and the natural hair industry. Susan has been responsible for creating several firsts in the natural hair category, such as creating and implementing the first texture hair care program at a correctional facility, teaching the natural hair course at Montgomery College, opening the first all-natural hair, no extensions, salon in the DMV area, Jaha Hair Studio from 1996 to 2021, and then opening the first ever natural hair care salon located inside of a dermatologic office. Make sure that you subscribe, rate and review, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Read the Tease, and send in questions to volumeup@thetease.com.
This week, we're talking with Erin Rausch-Miller, who's been an industry stylist for the last 11 years. She was trained at the Aveda Institute of Madison, and it was there that she developed passion for green products and absorbing as much knowledge as she possibly could. Erin believes hair is a game of cause and effect and is understood with the power of predictability. Countless classes, including Head Shape Matters, Hair Color Magic, and working with brands like Colorspace and Evo, have empowered her to provide guests with individualized services based on their needs. Erin is the owner of Haus of Hair, located in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, where listening comes first, followed by a science-based approach to services. Haus of Hair provides a space of acceptance that transcends gender, race, age, and sexuality. The goal is that every person who enters Haus of Hair truly feels they're right at home. While we're talking about things at home, this is a story that you brought to my attention that we're going to talk about on this very podcast, which is that people are apparently using craft school supplies for cosmetic purposes.
Yes.
Kelly, do you want to unpack this one?
Yes. So TikTokers are using colored pencils dipped in water as makeup. And, you know, the TikTok hack, as they're calling it, I think could go awry on many levels. Am I right?
You're very right. I don't know this is a hack as much as like a why. Like I feel like there's a certain performative nature of TikTok in particular with these like why are we doing it? What I mean
it's the virality of it, right? Because you're like, what the heck? But still, you know, TikTokers are saying it's an affordable alternative to makeup, but there's obviously many potential dangers. It started with lip liner. Now it's an eyeliner, and there's even things happening from a full face perspective. And I got to tell you, maybe I had the cheap colored pencils back in the day, but those suckers were hard enough to get color on the paper, let alone a lip liner.
And I just feel like if you've got a colored pencil handy, how do you not have like a lip liner or like, I just like, why is that easier to grab for? I just have questions.
To be clear.
I don't think it makes sense. And I don't want this. I'm certainly not participating in this trend. I can't imagine you would. Would you?
No, sirree.
Would you? If you were going to do this, or if you had done it, we'd love to hear about it because I've got questions.
You know, I did know someone once that was sort of in an immediate panic, if you will. They got called into a meeting and were not expecting it. You know, they did not have any makeup on, and they grabbed the ballpoint pen and used it for a little smoosh of a eyeliner. And, you know, it wasn't a good idea then, and it's not a good idea now. So anywho.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's buy the proper product.
Let's do that.
Things that are tested for skin waterline. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about things that are trending on our site. Our editorial team has been hard at work this week uncovering industry news, looking into trends, and diving into the brands that you don't know, but you definitely should. And here are some of our favorite headlines. First up, big news for our industry, the 2023 NAHA finalists. See the full list here. Over in the teas, we've detailed out exactly who's nominated. The Professional Beauty Association, PBA, is delighted to announce the 34th annual North American Hairstyling Award finalists. The merited finalists of the prestigious professional beauty competition were revealed on February 1st in Scottsdale. And for this year's competition, finalists competed across 14 creative and inspirational categories of hair, makeup, and education excellence, all in the hopes of winning the big award. The competition was composed of extraordinary collections ranging from edgy avant-garde all the way to fashion-forward editorial and nuanced texture. Over the course of 3 rounds, collections are judged by a panel of esteemed experts in hairdressing and makeup artistry, not only scoring contestants on technical skill, but also the cohesiveness and creativity of their collections. Head to thetease.com to see the full list of the finalists. We've hyperlinked to every single person so you can see their work, which is incredible. Kelly, which is your favorite category? Who are you pulling for?
Yeah, you know, I think I've got a couple, and I think they're the ones that maybe fall under the radar a little bit. So I love the fact that we are doing a student hairstylist of the year, because I think that would be quite the resume builder, right? So I love that we've got students out there, you know, here at the Tease, we want to elevate the profession. And so let's do it by giving them the awards, right? I also really like the texture category and avant-garde, because I think there's so many unique and different and cool and fun things that can be done within those categories. And this is a great award for me because I love celebrating the passion and creativity of the industry.
Oh, so exciting. Cannot wait for the big event, which is April 2, April 2nd. We'll see you soon. We'll see you there in Anaheim. All right, next up on the tease, recreate the Colina Strata Fall Winter 2023 runway hair, animal prosthetics optional. So that's the title. Just bear with me and we're going to talk about it. Easily one of New York Fashion Week's most buzzed about shows, Colina Strata's Fall Winter 23 Please Don't Eat My Friends show featured models in various animal prosthetics. We're talking beaks, snouts, enormous ears, the works. It was pretty punk, and the hair matched that mood. Our overall hair story for the show is a grungy, cool look that is enhanced to show natural texture. The inspiration starts with the Colina Strata girl, the downtown edgy punk fashion lover, combined with Hillary's inspiration of farm life, referencing horses, manes, and roosters. Each look has an organic undertone that is colorful yet muted and convivial, said Ebony Frausto, lead hairstylist for Bumble and Bumble. Head to the tease to see how to recreate the looks. Kelly, first, let's just talk about the hair. What did you think about the hair?
You know, I think it's wild and crazy and cool and oh so interesting. I mean, to work around the prosthetics, right? With the hair, like the big ears, the beak, all of the things. I think it's a pretty interesting, edgy look for sure.
Certainly. Definitely editorial, very much runway, capital F fashion. But the hair was incredible. So I'm not going to put on like a cow snout situation. But I did like some of the pastel grungy stuff that was happening. So go over to that article on the tease.
I was trying to think like which one, if you were like one of the models, let's just say they're like, pick one, what would it be? I mean, would it be like the cat nose and the teeth and the whiskers? I think I could do that one.
I feel like that one was fun. Some of them were really pushing the limit.
The bird beak kind of got me.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
But the hair is great. So check it out on thetease.com. Next, we've got Black Beauty Roster launches portal to connect Black Beauty pros with job opportunities in entertainment. Over the last few years, much has been said about the lack of Black hairstylists working in Hollywood. Many Black actresses such as Storm Reed, Monique Coleman, and Megan Good have spoken out against the entertainment industry's hair diversity problem, sharing their frustrations and heartbreaking experiences working with hairstylists who have little to no knowledge of how to work with Black or textured hair. In light of this, the Black Beauty Roster, a collective dedicated to amplifying the work of Black beauty artists across the fashion and entertainment industry, is hoping to create a new industry standard, one that makes it easier for Black beauty pros to get hired on sets. To help support their mission, the organization recently debuted its BBR portal, which aims to connect their directory of over 10,000 vetted beauty pros with editorial, red carpet, and film job opportunities. Head to thetease.com to learn more about this new portal. How cool is this? It only took however many years, but kudos to the team.
I'm here for it. Black Beauty Roster in the portal. Let's connect those pros. Let's get them woven into the industry, the opportunities. It took a little long, but we're here.
As always, so much going on thetease.com. Thank you to our hardworking editors. We're proud to publish the stories that salon pros and consumers care about.
Next up, my interview with Erin Rausch-Miller. She's been in the industry for the last 11 years, and the story and thoughtfulness, you're going to love it. It was a great one. All right, Jeff. So how interesting. Head shape does matter. I mean, of course, right? But her technique of laying the comb on her client's head to figure out like all the different ins and outs of the cut and the precision of it. I had never heard about that before. So kudos to Erin. Be sure to hit subscribe, rate, and review, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Read the Tease, and send in questions to volumeup@thetease.com.
Volume Up is a Tease Media production. This episode was produced by Monica Hickey and Madeline Hickey. Ryan Daly is our editor and audio engineer. Thank you to Josh Landowski and Nathan Folks for the custom Volume Up theme song, and thank you to a creative team for putting together the graphics for this episode.